Hi there, students! I'm XS. That's little x, little s, which stands for extra sweet. Because that's what I am. I'm a Puppy-Sensei, and I make Japanese language lessons to help you level up your abilities. And I have my own Apawcalypse. That's Apocalypse with a paw in it. This series is intended to help teach you all about Pathfinder 2e, and also to spotlight other content creators and the awesome, amazing work that they are doing. And so, with that in mind, let's meet today's victim. Or should I say honored guest? Obviously. Victim. Today we have with us my very wonderful friend Falcus. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. Yay!
Yay! It's very exciting. It's very, very exciting. I love this series, and I love that this series means that I get to spotlight other content creators and also just get to hang out with my friends.
Yeah!
Yes. So do you want to introduce yourself and talk about what you do?
Sure. Hello, kiddos. My name is Balkas Kamino. I'm your resident workaholic alcoholic goat that never actually gets any work done. Just like the work that I was supposed to be doing today, but I have since put off to play some Pathfinder. Yay! I usually stream on Irium at 6 a.m. Eastern Time because I'm a psychopath and because I have multiple full-time jobs that tend to keep me away from the computer, so it's easier to get up early and stream and suffer and then come home and sleep.
I feel you. I feel you. It's tough being both a full-time employee and a full-time VTuber. It sucks sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But it's rewarding. Do you love it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. I really, really, really do.
We suffer for the grind.
We do, but it's a good grind. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a good grind or not. It is a grind. It's one of the grinds of all time. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's a lot easier now than it used to be, I'll tell you that. I used to, when I worked in construction, oh god, it'd be like 16-hour shifts, come home, and it's like, do I feel like streaming or do I feel like dying? Kind of option 2.
Maybe both?
Maybe both.
Maybe both. I had no idea you worked in construction. That's wild.
Yeah. Very, very short-lived. It was with one company. I built an escape room.
What?
Yeah, so I helped put up the framing. I put up all the drywall. I spackled it all and then painted it. And then if there was any extra help that they needed, I would help with like the engineering or just building any other knickknacks they needed.
Oh, that's so
I built a
cool.
16-foot long wood table for parties and stuff.
Oh, that's really neat. That's really neat. You're so cool.
Construction goat.
I've done a number of escape rooms. I don't know, like I would say maybe 5 or 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I like them, but I did one that was supposed to be themed off of the board game Clue, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was so dissatisfied with the ending of it. I'm still pretty salty about the ending because they didn't really give you all of the information that I felt like that you needed. So you know, in Clue, you're supposed to guess like the person who did it and the weapon that they used and the location where it took place.
Right.
Well, my assumption was that it couldn't possibly be the place where I was literally standing because it was supposed to be happening in that moment. Like, the murder is happening. It didn't already happen. It's happening right now. And one of the rooms that was, like, a possible location was literally the room that I was in. And I was like, well, then it can't possibly be the courtyard because I'm in the courtyard. And if the murder is happening right now, then where's the killer? But it was the courtyard. So
that's interesting.
Kind of
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah, I had never done an escape room until I started working at one. And at that point, it was like, well, now I can't play the escape room because I'm going to know what to look for because all I have to do is like follow one wire. And I'm like, oh, this is going to open with this and that's going to open with that. And oh, that's the same kind of magnet we use to pop the doors open. So that means that there must be a lever or something or a button that I hit.
I have to tell
The
you, I think
magic
you're
was
gonna have a lot of
ruined.
fun. This is going to be so much fun for you.
Oh boy.
There may be escape room elements in this.
Oh boy. One time the last time I played Pathfinder, my DM was like, "Oh, you find a piano and now you have to play a chord to open the door." So, my coworker who I was playing with does one note and he's like, "Oh, that's the wrong chord." And I'm like, "Wait, back up. I have an A+ in music theory." What do you mean one note is no, that's not a chord. A chord is 3 notes. What key am I in? Is it major or minor? And the DM was like, "It's not that deep. Smash the keyboard. I don't care. Please. We're not dwelling on this for 20 minutes."
That's amazing. That's amazing.
How dare you try this with the daughter of a musician?
Wow. I wish I had more music talent. I have none. I really don't know anything about music, but that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, most of my music knowledge has been left in high school. I did like marching band, I did choir and stuff like that. And again, my dad is a musician, so I work with Vocaloid and Utao, so I have a little bit of music knowledge from that too. But it's all fun and games until you have to mix it all together, and then you kind of want to say, you know what, this isn't worth it. I'm going back to my old life.
Very valid. 100% valid. Well, I think that we should get into the adventure, and I think the first step in that is going to be to make your character. So,
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
So let's figure out who you're going to be playing. In order to do this, we've kind of gamified it a little bit. So we randomize some options, and then you get to select from those options. So I think we're going to start out by selecting your ancestry for your character. Ancestry is Pathfinder 2e's answer to race, because race, they believe, is a loaded term. I kind of agree. I think it's pretty cool that they've decided to use ancestry instead. I think there's another game system that might use lineage as well. It's all just kind of a choice. But there are a ton of ancestries in Pathfinder. I really like that because Pathfinder is pretty modular, not module, but modular in terms of the kinds of characters that you can play. So your ancestry options are going to be provided for us. We are going to see them as they appear in just a moment, and we'll see what you got.
Yay!
Yay. Okie dokie. You have as your options Tiefling, Azurketi, and Minotaur, or Minotaur, if you like. If you don't know what Azurketi are, I don't expect you to know off the top of your head. Azurketi are kind of fish people. They are best described as people who require to be moist. They need to be moist. They take penalties if they have not been wet in a while.
Oh. Oh.
I'm actually playing an Azurketi right now. I have had the privilege of playing a pirate Azurketi who I love very, very, very much.
Can Azurketi moisten themselves just by like spitting on themselves?
So actually it depends. This is really weird. My Azurketi has an ability where she can just profusely sweat, and that counts.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not going to matter too much in this adventure because, frankly, you probably won't be alive long enough for you to dry out, as it were.
Fair.
Yes.
Okay. I kind of want to be a. Oh, my little heart says tiefling. But.
Tiefling are pretty cool. They get some pretty neat little abilities.
Yeah, I always play tiefling when I do Baldur's Gate 3.
Actually,
I think when I've done tabletop too. If I wasn't an Aasimar, I was a tiefling.
Yeah. Angelic beings are very cool.
Tiefling or Minotaur, tiefling or Minotaur, tiefling or Minotaur. Do I get a name, or is my name just the blank adventurer?
Okay, so on that note, we are going to call you the blank adventurer. Whatever that is, we will call you something adventurer. We're going to come up with that. That's how the viewers are going to see you and get to know you. All characters will get some kind of moniker that is like a wandering adventurer or a rusty adventurer or something like that.
Okay.
But multiple characters so far, their players have opted to give them names, and that is perfectly fine, so you can have a name. You have the choice yourself whether you remember a lot about your history before you wind up where you wind up or not. I leave it entirely up to you. I always feel really weird about any kind of fiction that uses as a plot contrivance the idea of amnesia. I think people don't understand amnesia very well. And when it gets used, I think it's a little bit like somewhat icky. And so I never want to put any player in the situation to say your character has amnesia. But I think that you are going to have some probable memory gaps because you're going to wake up in a place and not know how you got there. So in terms of whether or not you know exactly who you are or if you know nothing at all, that's up to you.
Okay, I think if I can keep a name, I'll go Minotaur.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Yeah, I love it. So very, very cool. We will make sure that you have a really, really nifty Minotaur with some very cool abilities. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to choose your character class. So character class carries in Pathfinder 2e a whole lot of your strength within your character, what you're able to do, what kinds of abilities you get, what kinds of feat lines you're going to get access to. And so we will now randomize your classes and give those to you as well. All right, let's see what your class options are going to be. We have a druid. We have a gunslinger. Ooh, we haven't had that as an option yet. And we have a monk.
Guns are cool.
Yes.
But punching things is also cool. No, I'm going gunslinger. Nah,
I love it.
I can't. You gotta be a gunslinger.
I love it. I love it. I just love the idea of like a Minotaur running like it's the Matrix with two guns. Bam, 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 bam. Perfect. Very, very, very cool. All right, so a Minotaur gunslinger. We're going to give you a choice of your favorite weapon now. That's not actually a mechanical thing in Pathfinder. Pathfinder wouldn't ask you to pick a favorite weapon. It would just allow you to have whatever kind of weapon you want and try to incorporate into your character. But we like to make this feel a little bit like a video game. And so we like to give you your choice of 3 different weapons. So let's see what your weapon options are. Looks like you have a long rifle, a pistol, and a blunderbuss.
A blunderbuss?
Yeah.
What is that?
A blunderbuss to me feels like an old type of small handgun that's kind of like a big opening, like a little shotgun, like a handheld shotgun. Is that the way I would describe this? I think.
Puppy, all guns are handheld.
Well, I meant like one, maybe one-handed is a better way to say it. Also, not true. You could have a anti-aircraft rifle, right? Those aren't handheld.
Okay, all right. Fair. So
okay.
My weapon choices are gun, or gun. Okay.
Gun, or gun. That's right. A blunderbuss is a type of short muzzle-loading firearm, often a flintlock with a flared muzzle that causes it to have a scatter shot even at close range.
Ooh, I'm picking the blunderbuss.
Okay, I love it. This is gonna be amazing. So you basically get cone attack with your little hand shotgun. That's perfect. That's so amazing. I love that it makes absolutely no sense, and yet at the same time, it's as cool as could be. All right. Well, we will take a short break while we put together your character. We'll do that a little bit behind the scenes, and then we'll come back and I'll ask you if you have any questions about how your character's going to work.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yay. Curse you, ducks! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true duck hunter, and I, Puppy-Sensei, your fears made fur. Hidden in the grass you may be foul. Foul? But I will riddle with barks your rotten feathers. With a hail of sandwiches. With every last drop of my being. Stupid ducks. And we are back. All right. So, have you had time to look at your character?
Mm-hmm.
Yay. I am very excited. I think your character looks really, really awesome. You have some really, really great abilities for a gunslinger, things that are going to make it really easy for you to do things like reload on the fly in the middle of combat. That's going to be really, really helpful for you because you may be, potentially you could be fighting hordes of prisoners in a prison cell like a previous victim did. And so you might need to be reloading pretty frequently. So,
Okay.
questions about your character?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, if anything comes up, of course, I'm here to answer those questions. So we will get into the adventure. All right.
Oh, actually, I do have a quick question.
Awesome.
In my inventory, at the bottom, it says bulk and then encumbered 7. Am I already
Yes.
encumbered?
You are not, and you don't have to worry about that. So the encumbered 7 that you see is the value of the amount of encumbrance that you have. You probably have a threshold that is way, way, way higher than that. So your max bulk is 12 at the moment. So you wouldn't even be close to encumbered until you had 5 plus 2, your strength modifier. And you don't have to worry about that at the moment. But at the same time, you aren't going to have to worry about that because A, you're not going to get a whole lot of bulk on your character, and B, we don't really track it anyway. So
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So we will begin our adventure. I think you're going to open your eyes and realize that you are in a sunken, recessed pit, staring up. You don't really recognize anything that you see around you. You don't know where you are. You don't know how you got here. And feeling around, I think you're going to realize you don't have your stuff on you. I don't know if you're the kind of Minotaur that constantly keeps all of your stuff right there next to you, even when you sleep, but it's not there. You don't have your things. And that might cause you to feel a little bit anxious. I also think that in this place, you're going to notice that there are 2 important light sources right now. One light source is coming from a large, pretty massive portal that's going to be over here to your east. Some kind of magical portal that's giving off kind of like a rainbow swath of light. And the other source of light that you're seeing is this tiny little orb over here. And this orb is giving off this kind of like sporadic, sparking looking red light as it kind of flies around and kind of seems to be taking stock of you, but it's flying in a way that's very, very strange. So it looks like maybe it's taken some kind of damage, it's putting off kind of like these noxious kind of sparks. It might even be slightly on fire as it sort of bounces around and gives off a very, very sickly looking red glow. And that's where you find yourself. So, what do you do, having woken up on this cold, hard concrete floor?
I'm gonna blink a few times and adjust. Let's see. So if I'm on the floor, I can well, if I can see that there's 2 different light sources, then I'm assuming that I am in a structure that is not 100% sound. It's not packed tight.
That's right. That's right. So you are in a very, very, very large room. This very large circular open room that you're in. The pit that you're in has a little bit of a staircase going down. So you're somewhere about 4 feet down, sunken into this larger room. The room itself is vast, really, really big. So if we're looking at a distance from side to side, it's like 130 some feet, 150 some feet. So it's very big, really, really big room, all told.
Okay, but I'm not locked in the room. I'm not locked in this little
Oh, no,
pit
no.
on the floor. Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. So this pit just sort of, it has stairs that will just go right up, a few feet up.
Okay. Well, what did I do?
I don't know.
No.
What did you do?
We're good.
Okay.
I opened a new tab on accident and I almost had a little baby. Okay, well, I want to walk towards this red glowing orb.
Sure, yeah. So you move towards it. It seems to be facing you, if it can be said to have any kind of face at all. It's got 2 little lights, a blinking green light and a blinking red light, but also it's just giving off these like sparks of energy that look like if you approach too close, they might hurt you.
Okay. Am I capped at 30 movement?
No. You can move to your heart's content.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, too close, and I might get hit.
Yeah, it's giving off these like sparks really randomly.
I'm gonna just stand over here.
Okay. It just continues to watch you from a distance. It almost seems to have like trouble flying. You almost imagine that maybe it's flying on 2 wings and one of the wings is doing a heck of a lot more work than the other one. So this thing looks like it has taken some kind of damage.
Okay. And let's see. And I can see straight ahead that there is what appears to be a giant lava pit of some sort.
That's right. So, in fact, in this room, there are 4 kind of circular pits. They're raised up a couple feet off the ground. So you imagine that they might look something like a very, very large fire pit, if you have a fire pit in your backyard or something like that. The one to your south seems to be filled with lava.
And what about the one behind me?
Okay, so, yeah. So this is important. There is a tree growing in the center of this room. So there is this circular raised area. There's some nicely kind of manicured soil there. And in the center of it, there is a tree. But in the center of the tree, entwined within the trunk of the tree, is some kind of very old-looking, rusty old robot. And in the center of the robot's chest, there is a core that's giving off rainbow light.
Trying to think of my move here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Within 40 feet of me. Okay. I'm gonna first investigate this rainbow core.
Okay, great. You should be able to just, step right up on there. As you approach, you're going to enter this area where you're being washed over with this rainbow light that's coming out of the core. And the moment that you step in that area, I think that you feel a sudden wash of homesickness and just this kind of sad resignation kind of feeling. It's a mix of resignation and just cold acceptance. The core is right in the center of this old rusty robot that is now literally entwined within the trunk of the tree.
And the robot is not awake. The robot cannot. Can the robot be awakened?
It doesn't seem so. It looks like this robot is probably long deactivated or dead.
Oh, that's sad. Is that why I'm sad?
Possibly.
Can the red orb? I'm gonna call over to the orb. Come here, little orb. Can you make it over to me?
I think it'll it's taking its time. It's coming, and it gets to about maybe here, and it just seems to be just following you and watching you. It might occasionally move over as if it maybe is trying to get a better angle on you, but it doesn't approach, and you imagine that it might not be approaching because it doesn't want to hit you with these sparks, perhaps.
That's okay. Let's see. I don't wanna get too close, so I'm gonna keep beckoning it. Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Wait, let me put myself back here.
Sure.
Use my new fancy tools here. That's not the right one.
Mhm.
That's the wrong button. Where's the ruler?
The ruler should be the third one down, so to the right and down by 2.
What's it called? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so figure it's about 20 feet away from me. Okay, so let me take this off. So, alright, I'm back in my ass up here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna clap my little hands and I'm gonna wave the orb towards me again.
I love it. Okay, 2 things are going to happen here. First, the orb is going to continue to move closer to you. But second, I think as you take that step back off the tree, something's going to catch your eye. That growing from the tree is a beautiful, glowing apple. And I think that the orb is going to approach a little bit closer, now a little bit next to the tree. It might even get kind of over here, and you almost kind of imagine that it's not hiding from you. It almost seems to be trying to get an artistic frame of you, as if it were trying to take a picture of you from the other side of the tree, like it's getting some kind of very artistic shot.
Well, you said there was an apple.
Yeah.
Am I hungry at the moment?
Good question.
We're gonna say probably it's like right here. Is like right here about where the apple might be?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I think one thing really quickly is going to happen. The Watcher, when you approach again, I think it's going to get weirded out. And it's going to try to take a step backward. And when it does, I think it's actually going to falter. And that little wing is going to give out. And it just bonks down to the ground, bouncing like a little bouncy ball. And then almost with like a look of embarrassment, it's going to get back up again and start flipping around. And it'll move down here, like it's still kind of watching you. But in that tree, there is a glowing apple. So I will just go ahead and put that right on your character sheet. I'll do that for you. And you would now find it in your inventory.
Okay, and then let's see. How do I put it in the... Oh, there we go, like that. Okay. Dances, when you consume it, you gain... Okay. I don't think I'm interested in this apple, quite frankly. I have a new friend, and I want to be its friend.
Okay.
Let's see. Or my other option. Alright. So, it looked like it was taking photos of me at the tree. So, I think I'm gonna walk straight across while still beckoning it. Beckoning it to follow me towards this one.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's going to follow you. It's going to continue to keep its distance. It looks just clearly like it doesn't want to hurt you. But as you approach this, there is here a raised circle that's filled with sand. And in the center of the circle, there is kind of a constant magical whirlwind that seemed to just be magically blowing this little like teeny tiny itty bitty harmless tornado, and it's just picking up the little flakes of sand and spinning them around, and then they fly up and fall back down, land again.
It looks like this is just a bunch of sand. And I do hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. I'm gonna step out of this sand. I don't like sand. Oh, it moved away. Oh, okay. Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna keep walking around. I don't really know what's going on at this point, but I do know that I just want to be this thing's friend.
Okay.
Oh, may I offer you the glowing apple, my fine little orbed friend?
I think it's gonna move a little bit closer. It's gonna take what you imagine might even be like a close-up. You're gonna see that little red light like hold on you for a second and then flash, as it just took like a flash picture of you. But it doesn't seem to be interested in the apple at all.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep on walking, I guess. I'm gonna come down here, see what's going on. If it looks like it's taking a photo shoot, well, I'll give it something to take photos of. Let's.
As you approach this portal, there is a large magical portal. I've been describing it like a magical disc that is this shimmering, clearly a magical transportation device of some kind. And I think the other thing that's going to catch your attention is the very large treasure chest that's immediately to its south. And I think that immediately feels that you're pulled to it, that you're drawn to this treasure chest a little bit.
What's my orb buddy doing? Is he just vibing?
Yep, just watching you, It never takes its little eye off of you at all.
Okay. I wanna see the treasure chest. Obviously, so shiny, so bright. But I just need to complete. I need to complete the exploration of this.
Yeah. So coming down here to this final pool, you're just going to see a cool pool of water. It's just like a very, very still, calm, tranquil. If you were to touch the water, it's very cold, just very cool, and it just gives you the sense of just pleasing water. Well, the water of life.
I'm gonna stand in the water, and I'm gonna scoop up some water in my hands, and I'm gonna splash it in the air, and I'm gonna smile really big for the little orb dude.
I love it, and I think it's gonna move in, and then it's gonna take some action shots of you.
Yay! Let me think. It's not healing water, right? It's just water.
No, it doesn't seem to be healing you. It just feels like fresh, cool water, just like a nice little pool, like a kiddie pool.
All right. Well, now I feel kind of bad that I wanted to bully the orb. I don't think I'm going through with my original plan. We're gonna scrap that.
Okay.
Well, I guess there's nothing much else for me to do.
Okay.
Maybe Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna sprint.
Okay.
I'm gonna run. Wait, there was something I did want to see.
Sure.
Come here, orb. Yeah,
Okay.
come here. This thing.
Yeah. So what you find here is a stone table. This table is propped up on 4 kind of stone legs. It looks like this was not made to be a table. It looks like this may be part of a wall that was pulled off and just kind of propped up on legs, right? And so there's this stone surface, It's flat, but it's not. It's clearly like it's not like polished or sanded or smoothed out like you would imagine a nice granite table or something like that. This truly just looks like a big slab of stone that's been propped up on four legs. And so it's raised up maybe 3 feet off the ground. And on this table, there are little figurines. Now, you and I would know that they're about the size of a D&D mini, but your character probably doesn't know anything about D&D. So for you, they just kind of look like little, very, very, very delicate, very intricately carved statues of some indeterminate material, probably very like hardy material. It might be some type of small stone or carved like that. Definitely different from the material of the table. It looks like there's a colo, like a hyena type bipedal creature. There is actually a little robot that looks exactly identical to the robot that you just saw in the tree. There's a monk. There's some little, like, monkey guys. There's a tanuki, actually. Somebody dressed up in cleric robes. So all kinds of little tiny itty-bitty figures of people.
Thinking. Hey, little orb dude, my little orb buddy. Did you make these? Can you flap once for yes, twice for no?
I think it's going to move all the way down here and very carefully move up there and just kind of like take its attention between you and then the little figures. And then you and the little figures. Back and forth. This is probably the closest you're going to get to any kind of confirmation, but it definitely seems like it has a small sense of pride.
Little orb dude, if you made these are incredible. I'm not gonna touch them because I'm kind of a what's the phrase? A minotaur in a china shop. But I respect your hustle. I bow to you, my good orb.
Oh, so sweet.
Also, please step away from the lava. That looks. I'm a little worried. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Walk back up to the robot. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened to the robot?
I think it'll just move like right up here. It doesn't really respond in any particular way. It's just kind of like highlighting itself next to it.
I don't want to take the core. I feel like that's rude as shit. I came into this with a very different mindset, and instead I'm just leaving with an orb friend. That's just okay. That's okay. Maybe I bonked my head and I was a giant jerk before, but now I'm just being nice. All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna make my way back to the chest.
Okay. The orb is going to follow you. All right. You can double click on that chest and it's going to open up the loot sheet for that chest. I think when you open the chest and you look inside, everything in here is very, very familiar to you. As you open it up, this is your stuff. These are your things. This is your gun. This is your leather armor. These are your gloves. Everything in here is yours, with the exception of an old leather-bound journal that is also sitting in there.
Wait, yeah, this stuff does look familiar. Okay. Yeah, that's healer's gloves. Got some now. I don't know what this journal is, but if it's in with my stuff, it's mine now.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can actually take these things, you can open your sheet and open the loot sheet and just drag and drop them right into your loot sheet. Your inventory, I should say.
Inventory is going to be the first thing that I skipped over, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 is the little cardboard box.
Okay, and then we can drag. Yoink.
Awesome.
the journal too. Why not?
Perfect.
Nobody else
Perfect.
is here but me.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and equip these things for you so that
Okay.
they are on you and you won't have to worry about it. Okay, awesome. Do you open the journal? Do you read through the journal, or do you just take it and kind of walk away with it?
No, I'll read it.
Okay, all right. So you open it up. Now, I will have already given you the link to this, so you will have seen that basically inside, some adventurers who have come here before have recorded their thoughts. I think there's probably like a pen or a quill that's available, like tucked in the journal, so that if you wanted to record your thoughts and the things that you see at any point, you can do that.
Okay, I'll update it. I'll write something in it right now. I just
Okey dokey.
ignored all the other writing.
Beautiful.
I saw orb. Orb take picture.
I think it's
Or-
still there, just kind of like every once in a while you will see that it does a little flash, like it's taking a picture of you.
Okay. I have written some things in the journal,
Amazing.
and I guess all that's left is the portal. Orb, should I go through the portal?
I think it's gonna move toward the portal and just kind of like look at you and wait for you to go through, like it's ready for you to do it.
Okay. Orb, will you come with me? Can you move to the left if yes, and to the right if no?
I think it's gonna move to the right. It
Hmm.
almost looks a little bit sad.
I'm gonna quickly write something in the journal again. Orb made figures. Very good job.
Oh.
Okay, well, the orb can't come with me. That's making me sad. Let's see. Wait, where's my inventory? Oh, wait, there it is.
Yay.
I'm probably gonna regret this. Can I leave the glowing apple with the orb?
Yeah, you could just set it down, maybe like right here.
Okay, let me see how
I'll just remove it from your inventory.
Okay.
Okay, so you set that glowing apple down on the edge of the portal here, and I think the little watcher's gonna move over just as kind of close as it feels comfortable being, and you just get the sense that you almost feel like it's flapping one of its little wings goodbye.
Goodbye, little orb. I hope you get out of here soon, and if not, the portal's right here if you still want to come through. I'm outstretching my arms, and I'm gonna give it a little air pat. A little air pat in the head.
I think it'll kind of vibrate back and forth, like it's like might be excited about that.
I'm gonna give it a big thumbs up, and I'm gonna walk through the portal.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna explain what happens as you go through this portal. So, I want you to imagine somewhere in the middle of your stomach suddenly gets pulled into this portal. As you step in, the first place you feel pressure is right in your center, and it begins to stretch forward as it continues to be pulled and pulled and pulled, and you are sucked into a very, very, very long piece of spaghetti. Starting from your tummy, you become a one long, gigantic string as you're pulled through space and time, and you just feel maybe that you're kind of nothingness and everythingness all at once, as you move from this place and find yourself somewhere entirely different. Now, you will appear in a new place, and immediately you're going to get a pretty acrid scent in your nostrils. You smell the smell of like swamp, right? And the place that you appear looks like this. You've appeared in the middle of a gigantic green lake that stretches out in all directions on all sides and you are on a sole gigantic lily pad in the middle of a giant green lake. You can imagine it like a lake of green jello.
Ew, stinky.
Yes. And immediately in front of you, there is a giant dragonfly. So I want to give you the exact specifications on this dragonfly. I believe that it's a medium creature. So I imagine that this dragonfly is probably the size of like a dog. And it immediately takes notice of you and charges you. And we're going right into combat immediately.
Okay.
All right. So when we go into combat, I'm going to start this encounter. There's one thing very important that you're going to need to do immediately, and that is
Roll for initiative.
Initiative. Yep. Now, to do that in Pathfinder, you don't have a basic initiative stat. You don't just roll initiative. You roll one of your skills that's most pertinent to the battle at hand, which means in some cases when you're playing Pathfinder, you might be sneaking. And if you're sneaking, you might use stealth for your initiative instead of something else. In this case, the best thing for you to use here is going to be perception. So if you go over to your attributes tab at the top, perception is going to be at this glowing purple number that you'll click, and it'll ask you to roll something.
It says... Oh, wait, what's the robust adventure? Oh, wait, hold on.
Good question.
Okay, wait. There we go.
Okay. All right, you rolled a 20. Good. And the giant dragonfly rolls a 26.
Okay, well.
It's going first. All right, so it will take the first action with Pathfinder. The way that this is going to work is that you have your 3 actions in Pathfinder. So it's going to be able to do 3 things. The first thing it will do is to move. It has a fly speed of 60, so it can definitely get to you. It also has a swoop action. The dragonfly flies up to its speed and makes 1 mandible strike at any point during the movement. So I can move all the way. I'm going to move here. Below you. This is a 2 action. 1 move, 1 attack. I will make a mandible strike on you. I want to make sure that you're targeted. And I roll. All right, how did I do? That is... Oh, why didn't it... Well, regardless, it's clearly very much a miss. So it swooped at you, it attacked you, and it missed. And then it has 1 action left, and for its last action, I think it's going to move over here to kind of get out of the way. Just kind of buzzing around. All right, and that would then make it your turn.
Alrighty, dragonfly, you have yeed your last ha. Alrighty. Question. Is
Yes.
my gun preloaded, or do I have to take the action to reload it?
Let's go ahead and say that it is preloaded.
Alright, cool. Alright, Wait, it's not gonna be in here, is it? Not in the actions?
If you are looking for your attack with your gun, it's going to be under strikes.
Okay.
And you are looking for the plus 18. So, something that I haven't talked about yet. With Pathfinder, the more often you take an attack action on the same turn, the less likely it is that you're going to hit. So in Pathfinder, it's perfectly okay for you to attack 3 times in one turn. If that's what you want to do with your actions, you can do that. But each time, it's a little bit less likely that you hit. So the plus 18 is the first time that you would attack. The plus 13 is for the second time you attack within the same turn. And then the plus 8 would be for the third time.
Okay.
Yep. Before you make any kind of strike, one thing that I'll ask you to do, use your mouse to hover over the giant dragonfly, and then hit T on your keyboard. Great.
Okay.
So you now have that targeted, so that's going to help you out to determine whether you hit or not.
Okay. I'm gonna take one step up.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just shoot.
Okay.
No ammunition is assigned.
Why is it doing that?
What does that mean? Let's see. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fixed. All right.
I shoot.
Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. So you have hit it, and now in the chat log, if you look at damage, you're just gonna hit that damage button.
Like
Okay. So it takes 17 damage. I believe it also takes its own splash damage. Is that right? Manager something. Okay. All right. Good. So it doesn't take any. All right. So it's going to take 17 damage. It doesn't take any additional splash damage because there's nothing else for it to hit. But great. It took 17 damage. That looks like it put a big chunk out of its health. And now that's going to leave you with one additional action for your turn. So you did a move, you did an attack, and now you have a couple options. So you're going to need to reload before your next turn. So that's something that you could think about doing. You also have this action that allows you to run and reload at the same time. That is running reload. So for one action, you can both move to get maybe into a better position and reload, or just reload or do something else.
Yep, I'm gonna do a running reload.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you reload and you move up to 25 feet? 25 feet.
Let me just
Awesome. All right. Okay, so that makes it the dragonfly's turn again. I think that you don't necessarily think of dragonflies as particularly aggressive usually, but this one has its eye on you and it's just relentless. So I think it will do another swoop attack on you. It's going to move here, and as it goes by, it's going to swoop at you. It'll do another mandible strike. It misses. All right, so it just can't hit you. And just for fun, since you're in range, it's going to do another attack that will be with the multi-attack penalty. So it's very unlikely that it's going to hit you, but it'll try anyway because it looks like it's just in a frenzy. And it does in fact miss. So that's your turn. Back up to you.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna headbutt. I'm gonna headbutt the dragonfly. I'm right there.
I love it. Horns attack.
I'm gonna just use my horns.
Beautiful. So again, if you look at your strikes, it will be plus 13.
Correct?
Yep.
Screw you, dragonfly.
Oh, that is a critical hit, and in fact, it is a natural 20. Amazing. All right, so I have a deck of cards here, and this is a critical hit deck. So I am going to tell you exactly what happens here with your critical hit. Oh. Tiring blow. You cause the target to be fatigued and do double damage. So you want to roll that critical button to the right. Okay.
Yippee.
14. I will take that damage. I will take that damage again, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I did that wrong? I did that wrong. Hold on. I didn't take all that damage. Okay, I'm not dead. I only take 14 damage. I am alive, but I am also fatigued. Let me add fatigue to the dragonfly. It is now fatigued. You're tired and can't summon very much energy. You take a -1 status penalty to both AC and saving throws. I'm easier to hit now. I can't use exploration activities, etc., etc. I have to rest for a full night if I want to recover from fatigue. Now, you have this thing definitely on the ropes. It has very little HP left, and you still have 2 actions left in your turn.
Yes, I do.
Yay!
Let's see. Well, they don't call me the rootin' totin' adventurer for nothing.
Amazing.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
It would be plus 13, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Another critical hit. It's not a natural, so it's just an ordinary hit, so you can just roll that critical. Almost definitely this kills. Okay, yeah, I'm dead. I'm very, very dead. All right, you destroy this dragonfly. I think you just like blast it out of the sky, and it's just parts go flying everywhere. Now, the moment that it dies, something's going to appear behind you as a door suddenly appears on this lily pad. It is a wooden, old-style door, and it doesn't seem to go to anything. It's just a freestanding door.
Huh. Well, that's
In
kind of
combat.
suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I... Did I do something? Why can't I... Why is it doing this? Let go
I
of
don't know.
me.
What is it
Alright,
doing?
well- oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm putting my hand against the back, the door. Make sure it's not burning on the other side. We gotta stay safe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
yeah.
it a little knock.
Mm-hmm. It seems like neither side is hurting you in any way, shape, or form. But if you do a little knock, I think there's going to be a pause, and there's going to be a tiny little voice that comes from inside. That's just like, yes.
Are you friendly?
That remains to be seen, I think. But probably, I don't know who you are, but probably I think I'm friendly. I'm usually pretty friendly.
I'm headbutting the door open.
Okay, awesome. You headbutt the door, and the door swings open. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of what you see inside. You are going to see an old library, or perhaps a hoarder's paradise. I'm giving you a picture here. It's filled with books and treasures and ancient things of all different kind, extremely valuable looking things. And in the center of the room, there is a woman. She's wearing business type clothes with a skirt and a coat that's kind of draped over her chair. She is sitting there looking at you. She looks a little bit surprised. She too has horns. She's got 2 pairs of horns. So one pair kind of curves around from the side of her head, and the other from the back of her head comes up just like a Minotaur's horns. And she looks at you. Her face kind of swirls up a little bit in shock. But I think you also have a feat that is important here. You have a keen nose. You're accustomed to the foul air of underground tunnels, and your sense of smell is sharpened. The moment that you step into this new place, you are overwhelmed by the scent of cinnamon. It comes into your nostrils and just like fills everything. Everything here feels like cinnamon scented. And she is drinking from a coffee cup, and immediately you can tell that that's where that scent is coming from. The smell of cinnamon is coming from her coffee cup. And she looks at you, and she goes, this is, okay. I didn't know you were going to headbutt your way into the door, but, do you want to sit with me and have a tea, maybe?
That depends. Is it tea with is it tea with a cup of cinnamon, or is it cinnamon with a cup of tea, ma'am? It's a little pungent.
I love it. Yes, I know it is very strong. Many people have maybe complained that this is a little bit too spicy. I like it pretty spicy. If I'm being completely honest with you, I enjoy it this way. But maybe some people tell me that it is better if I make it with a little bit more of the water. Someone told me something recently about milk, but I don't have that here. So, do you want me to try to make it and make it not so strong?
You know what? I'll just take a glass of water, if you don't mind, ma'am.
Okay, I will do that. So she gets up from her chair, kind of pushes her chair back up against the table. She moves off around one of the corners. This is kind of a large circular room, but there are also freestanding bookshelves and also just stacks of books that are just sort of standing up. It's almost hard to get around a lot of this place, but I think a lot of this, especially since you're a Minotaur, a lot of the stuff in here is going to catch your eye as being incredibly valuable looking. Things that are made of gold, dripping with diamonds, etc. She disappears behind one of the bookshelves, and you can hear her start working on dishes or things like that and getting something ready for you. So you have a moment by yourself here.
Does the map update, or am I?
No, my apologies. So this is all going to be theater of their mind, where we're not going to be in an actual room
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Just making sure, because I can just
Yep.
move this over here.
Yep.
Oh, I remember. Oh, I have the book. I have a book. Wait, this might be her book. So I'm gonna just keep writing in it really quick.
Okay.
Just because I feel like it's appropriate. Let's see.
Mhm.
Let me see. I found lady drinks tea. Drinks cinnamon with tea. Book may be hers. Tell her. No. Scribble that out.
Okay.
Ask her to find orb friend.
I love it. I love it.
Um,
I think she's going to come at this point around the corner again with a cup of water, and she's going to see you writing, and she's going to go, "Oh, this is my book. You have my book. I'm glad that you have it. It has found its way into your hands, and that's very good because that's going to help everybody, I think."
Oh, this is your book. Oh, good. I found it with a little red orb. I don't know. He, she, they. I do not know. But the orb was hurt. Do you know how to fix the orb?
Did you say that the orb was hurt? And she looks very confused.
I think it. I mean, maybe that's just how the orb is, but it was sparking and it was flapping and it was very nice. I wanted the orb to come with me, but it wouldn't leave.
She kind of she's got these very sharp teeth, and I think she's gonna bite her lower lip as she sort of hands over this cup of water, looking very confused. She'll put one finger to her temple, and she's like, "I've heard many times, many people tell me about this. Many people call it a bug. They say it is like a bug, little golden bug that does little flying around. They say maybe it's a little bit annoying, but I've never heard of it being sparking. These are more changes."
Okay, you know when you shoot a gun and it kind of sparks when you shoot it. It's kind of like that. Or like when you smack metal against each other and it sparks.
That's very interesting. I've never heard of something like this with that particular little orb. Many people have told me about it, but I've never known it to be hurt in any way, shape, or form. She looks just very confused and a little bit, maybe slightly concerned. She's not quite sure what to make of this.
Well, if you go through the door that I just lovingly slammed open for you, and you can find a rainbow portal, you can find the orb, and maybe you can fix the orb, because I feel terrible that I left it behind. I also had an apple. It was a nice big apple, and I left it with the orb.
I'm knowledgeable about the apple. Someone recently had the apple, and I was interested. But I want to tell you a couple things. First, the door that you just came through, you can't go back through that door. That's not the door that leads out of here. The door that leads out of here is this other one, and she kind of points behind her back, where you see there's an opposite door that looks almost exactly identical to the door that you just came through. And she's pointing that way and telling you that in fact is the exit. And then she says, in addition to this, I have to tell you, unfortunately, I can't leave this place. I'm kind of a little bit maybe trapped here, like a little bit of a prison, maybe. I don't really know, but I can't leave, so unfortunately I'm not able to help the little orb.
Why is everyone trapped? Do you have 15,000 books? Not one of them can help. What does your book help you? Here, you can have your book back.
No. I don't need to have it back. I want you to take it with you, because when you take it with you, then the next person who comes next after you is going to be able to use that as well. The idea is, I think lately some things are changing. I've been here for a very, very, very long time, and for a very long time, nothing ever changed. It's always the same. But lately, new things are happening. People who are coming here are very strong, or they're coming in pairs, or the orb is sparking, and that's very new and very weird and very strange. And so I wanted to maybe hopefully help some people who may be able to get out of this, because I don't want everyone to be trapped like I am. Does this make sense?
Yeah. Let's see. So, will you ever want your book back?
I don't know. I'd like to. I don't know. I would like to just help. I think right now, my goal is only to help other people. I think maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Maybe it's some kind of making good of my life.
I'm going to not slam the journal on the table, because I don't want to break the table, and I once again start frantically writing.
Okay.
Let's see. Lady cannot leave room.
I'm called Uni, by the way. I don't know. I didn't really tell you. I didn't tell you my name.
Oh, Uni.
That's right.
Describe all places. No, scribble that out. Whoever. Next person with journal. Describe places for Uni.
Love it. I love it.
Let's see. Anything else that I should write down while I'm here? Free Uni. Free orb. Minotaur goes on.
Beautiful.
Okay, Miss Uni, wait, why does your name sound familiar? Okay.
Perhaps. Yes,
Okay,
go ahead.
Miss Uni, I will take it upon myself to make sure that you get this journal back one day, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of places to think about and see in your brain. And one day I will hopefully come back with the orb. But quite frankly, if I stay here, I feel like I'm going to break something at some point. So I will let you go back to living your life, and I will make sure, because if not, I will headbutt people.
I understand. Before you go, I would like to make you a small offer if you're interested.
I love offers.
I like to collect stories. No, that is not true. She kind of stops and almost scolds herself. She's looking down as if she's like got her hands on her hips and maybe like shaking her head from side to side, and she rethinks what she's saying, and she says instead, actually, I think it is my responsibility to collect other people's stories. But for some kind of magic that is in this place, I can never just take something from somebody and not give something back. And so I would like to offer you, if I can help you on your journey, I can give you some kind of strong item, like an artifact or a weapon that will make it so that you are maybe a little bit stronger and maybe you survive what is coming. But in order to do so, we have to have transaction, right? You understand this transaction?
Well, you just gave me a glass of water.
Yes, but I don't think that that's really all that much value. So the deal that I'm willing to make you is I will give you something very valuable, and in turn, you give me a story from your life. But the thing is that when you give me the story, I'm going to take it, and it won't be your story anymore.
Well, I don't know if I have. When do you have to collect the story right now?
Yes, ideally, I would have you maybe sit with me and just tell me the story, and then I'm gonna write it in one of these books, and I will keep it for everyone to always remember for eternity.
Let's see. I have a story. But I could tell you the story of my orb buddy and the things that I did with my orb buddy. It's not a very exciting adventure. It was very short-lived, but that's all I can think of at the moment. I kind of woke up with a headache. Nothing's coming back to me.
I think she looks as if she wants to turn that down, and then she kind of thinks better of it, and she's like, that is new, and it's different, so yes, why don't you tell me this story of the little sparking orb?
Okay. So I woke up, and the sparking orb was one of the first things I saw. So I got out of my little pit, and I had nothing. But I just had the orb, and then I walked to the orb, and I saw a little pit of lava, and originally I thought, you know what, I'm gonna throw the orb into the lava pit, and I'm just gonna let it burn. But then I saw a rainbow tree, and rainbow tree made me feel sad, so I decided to not bully the orb, and I made the orb my friend, I think, and it kept flashing red at me, like one of those little picture camera things. And so I walked around with it, and then we came up to a big portal, and I skipped it, and then I walked over to a pool of water, and I went to splash some water, and it did not want to come to the pool party with me, unfortunately. and then I saw a table with figurines on it, and I asked it if it made the figurines, and it just kind of flapped awkwardly, and I think at some point it tripped and stumbled, and it was struggling to get up, and I think I embarrassed it, but oh, and the big tree there had an apple. I tried to offer it the apple, but it wouldn't eat it. But when I was leaving the portal, I took the apple and I put the apple on the ground, and I said, "Here, you can have it." I wasn't gonna give it my gun to remember me by, so I hope that apple lasts it a while. I'm gonna feel bad if it doesn't. And then I walked through the portal onto a giant lily pad. The end.
I think
you may applaud my detailed storytelling.
I think she's, the whole time, I think she's just kind of like delightedly chuckling to herself a little bit. And then she just smiles when you're done. She just smiles this very bright, sharp-toothed smile. And she says, I think this may be the most wholesome story I've ever gotten, and I'm very delighted to be able to record it in my books so that everyone can always remember how wonderfully wholesome this story is.
Just so long as nobody else bullies the orb. Don't do what I almost did. Don't. I don't know what this is. I don't know why it's in the back of my head, but no, Order 66 the orb. We keep the orb safe. Please.
I love it. I love it. Okay. This is a very good story, and I'm very happy to make a trade for this story, so you will be getting something that I think is going to help you a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm holding my hands out very politely.
All right.
And I put the empty glass of water on the table.
As you hold your hands out as if to take something from her, again, she kind of like puts a finger up to her lip, as if she's stifling a laugh. And she's like, so actually, you won't actually get the present until you leave. I'm sorry. It's just kind of cute. But you will have it when you go.
Oh, okay.
It is a type of magic from this place that if you were to grab something and try to just walk out with it, it's just gonna disappear. So that's kind of my security, because I have a lot of things here that are a little bit valuable, as you can see. Sometimes people have come in here. Actually, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Would you like to know a little secret that is just between you and me that I have never told anybody before?
Sure.
Sometimes people will come in here and try to rob me, and they will even have hurt me before, but the moment that they walk out the door with the things just go right back in, and then I'm not hurt anymore.
Have you considered telling people that beforehand so they don't even bother hurting you?
You know what? That's probably actually pretty smart. Maybe I should do that. But then maybe it invites the people to try it anyway, because I think a lot of people would be like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to see it happen."
Do you have? You could try. Have you tried being violent back? You've got a beautiful set of double horns there.
It's just not really my way. I don't want to hurt anyone. I really only just want to help people. I feel like that is what I've always done.
Yeah, but you have to help yourself too, and if that's a little self-defense, I mean...
I suppose you're right. Maybe my self-defense, though, is to help you and your adventure, perhaps. But anyway, you will have something nice that will help you, I think. Something that will be very good for you. But in order for you to get it, you're going to have to go through this door. This is the exit door. And again, she points behind her. She says, that door that you came through will not take you anywhere. So you must go through this door and not that one.
Well, I'd leave you a parting gift, but I left my only parting gift with the orb. So I'm gonna give you a pat on the forehead, very, very gentle, and I'm just gonna say, okay, bye, and I'm gonna walk through the door behind her, Uni.
Okay. Thank you. I will, I suppose, thank you. Goodbye.
I'm gonna give her a thumbs up and say, okay, bye, Uni.
All right, excellent. When you walk through the door, you're going to find yourself once again in an entirely new place. I think as you're stepping through, you're going to recognize immediately that now you have a flaming rune on your gun. And so your gun is now additionally going to do some fire type damage. As you step into this new place, we are going to be down in a canyon. I think you should be seeing that now. And there are some lovely little plants and some like cracked earth all over the place. And here you are. You're in a canyon. So you walk through the door disappeared behind you, and your gun got upgraded.
Yay! Yippee!
Yay.
I also just need the game to load back in, please. I don't know why right-clicking makes it ask if I want to quit the game. It drives me insane.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna walk over over here.
Okay. I'm just looking
Is-
around. Go ahead.
Are the plants edible? I'm a little hungry.
Sure, yeah. You kind of like, let's have you make a nature roll. So if you look at your skills,
Yeah, it's not letting me.
really?
It says there's no active encounter.
Okay. So you don't want your attributes, you want your skills. It's the next one over. So it should say core skills, acrobatics, arcana, athletics.
There.
Yeah. No, nature. 18. These look like they're probably edible. They might not be terribly nutritious or maybe too terribly tasty, but yeah, you could munch on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big leaf and I'm gonna keep walking and I'm gonna munch.
Okay. All right. I want to see where you go from here. Something is going to happen at some point, but let's see how this goes on. Okay. At about this point, I will stop you. And there is, to your north, a werewolf that catches your attention and you catch its attention, and it's going to charge at you. So we're going to go into combat from here. So once again, I will have you roll your initiative. And that will be the attributes tab. And it's the purple one.
Okay, hold on, I gotta
Take
select
your time.
myself. Yeah, I forgot. It's asking me for the... Right? Am I doing this right? There we go.
Yeah, 27. Good. All right. I think... All right, you're going first, which is great. So to the north, there's a werewolf and another just partially obscured werewolf that's kind of hiding right over here that you might be able to just barely see. And you will be up, and you have your full complement of 3 actions. I also think that I'm going to give you a reload on your gun. I think that you're probably smart enough to do that outside of combat, so your gun can start reloaded again. So
Okay.
we are in combat.
Alright. Wait, where does it say my movement is? I don't want to...
It's on your first tab, your character tab. You have 25 feet of movement. Your base land speed is 25 feet.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go... I can't read that. What the heck? Hold on.
Yeah, you may have to zoom in. This is a very large map.
Oh, you know what? The tiles are 5 feet. That's fine.
Mhm,
1, 2,
yep.
3. I'm gonna go... like that.
Okay, awesome.
And we're just gonna start rooting, tooting, and shooting.
Amazing.
No, I'm not the robust adventurer. Okay.
Don't forget to target whoever you're trying to
yes.
shoot. Yeah.
You, and then we're gonna just shoot.
All right. So that is a critical hit, and it is, in fact, a natural 20. Fabulous.
What are these god tier rolls? So I gotta roll the critical,
This is
right?
Too cool. All right, this is... Ooh, Stinger. Normal damage, so you don't do double damage, but the target would be Sickened 3. What would Sickened 3 do? They're gonna get yucky sick. All right. Sickened always includes the value. They're Sickened 3. You take a status penalty equal to its value on all of your checks and DCs. You cannot willingly ingest anything. You can spend a single action each turn retching. So it's going to make this much harder for that werewolf to hit you or survive. Amazing.
Nice.
So you'll just do regular damage for this one.
Damage or critical?
Regular, just the left one. Okay, all right. So he is going to take 18 damage, and his little buddy over here is going to take 2 damage. All right. And that was just your first action. No, you moved. That was your second action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you have one left.
All right, I'm gonna do a running reload,
Okay, awesome.
and I'm gonna just pop myself just hopefully out of range,
Amazing. Awesome.
and that'll be it.
Okay. Okay, you are sickened. I'm not gonna spend time retching. Gosh, my AC dropped a lot there. Yeah, I think so. One of the things that you're noticing once again is that they do not seem to be acting in any way that makes them seem normal. They're just angry and out here trying to attack you. So despite the fact that it is sickened, it just wants to charge you. That's all it seems to want to do. So it will charge. I can get to you and then get an attack off. So I will strike at you with my battle axe. Let's do a strike. That's a miss. So it misses, and that is its entire turn. Other one is going to do pretty much the same thing. Let's see, I can get to you at 50 feet, and instead I'm going to claw strike you. With melee, one attack I get, and it's a miss! Alright, that's you.
Woo! Sheesh.
Yay.
Well, do I have any fancy shoots? I don't think so. Not unless it's just a risky reload. That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we just shoot.
Amazing. You were still targeting this one. That is a critical hit, but it's not a natural crit, so you can just roll that critical damage.
Oh wait, roll critical this time?
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. I will take this damage that kills me. Wow. I'm also taking persistent fire. So you just blew this werewolf up, and now it's on fire. So its corpse is on fire. Fabulous. And the other one takes a small amount of damage. You get more turns.
Let's see. I'm gonna use intimidating glare on the. Wait. There we go. I'm gonna use intimidating glare on this other werewolf.
Okay. Grand. So we're gonna do demoralize. You want an intimidation check. So great. That is a 21 against my will DC. That is a crit, a hit, not a crit. Hit, not a crit. So I become frightened 1. Boom. Alright, frightened. You're gripped by fear, and you struggle to control your nerves. The frightened condition always includes a value. It's right now 1. You take a status penalty equal to this value on all of your checks and DCs. So now this one is also easier to hit at the moment. And I think you still have 1 action left.
I think I do as well. And I'm gonna headbutt him.
Yay!
Plus 9, right? It wouldn't be the plus 13, right?
It would be... Yes, it'd be the plus 9. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Show him who's boss.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Roll your damage. Okay, 5 damage. Awesome. Alright, my turn. What am I going to do here? I'm going to do a Jaws attack on you. I have you targeted. Jaws attack. Go. That's a miss. I cannot hit you. Another Jaws attack. On a 23, that's a miss. Wow.
You can't handle the Minotaur.
Let's do a claw attack. It's probably still gonna miss. It's a critical miss, so he loses the rest of his turn.
I am just standing there T-posing.
Yep.
Guns a-blazing.
They cannot hit you. All right. It is you. You'll have to reload if you want to use your gun.
Oh, is there something like click to reload, or is it just
no
knowledge?
It's just
okay.
Yeah, it's just your action to do it.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Bang.
So bang bang. That's a hit. Great. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, 15 damage. You're good.
Okay, and then I only have one more action.
Mm-hmm.
So headbutt.
Oh my gosh. Okay, critical damage. All right. Take that damage. All right, he is better than halfway dead now. Okay. I'm having a lot of trouble hitting you. What do I want to do? I'm going to pull out my battle axe. I will draw that for one action. I will strike you with my battle axe.
Oh, you got an axe?
And I will miss. I'll do it again. I just can't hit you. I can't hit you at all. This is amazing. These werewolves are truly, truly not living up to my ancestry.
Wild. Well, unfortunately for you, you know what? I'm gonna. I didn't. Wait. So I reload, I shot, and then I headbutt. So that means one turn for the reload.
Yep.
One turn for the bullet.
Critical hit.
Sounds like I'm rolling critical damage, baby.
Yep. Okay, 38 is enough to kill. Perfect. Okay. At this point, another door is going to open. This door will appear, and we're going to take a very short break, and then I'll have you go through the door.
Okay, wait, before we break,
Sure.
can I take the axe from the werewolf?
You can certainly try. So you pick it up. You've got this nice-looking axe, and you're holding that in your hand.
Yippee!
Okay, welcome back. So you have picked up this battle axe from this werewolf. You're holding it in your hand. You're kind of like adjusting it, taking like a stock of the weight and how it feels. Maybe you swing it around a couple times, trying to feel if it's got like a good weight to it. All of those things. You do see off in the distance that door, and it looks like that's probably the only way out of this canyon. What do you do?
Am I able to take the axe with me?
So that's a good question. I can tell you what's going to happen above board, and I can also tell you that your character will assume probably that you're going to be able to take it with you.
Okay.
I will tell you, at a spoilery level, the moment that you walk through the door, even if you were holding the axe in your hand, it would just vanish like magic.
Okay, I see. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take the axe with me and walk through the door.
Okay, grand. So you are going to walk in this door. You step through the door, and as you do, you walk into the door, and you feel once again that feeling of being pulled, like you're going to be turned into spaghetti. This is different from the time that you walked into the door that led to Uni's little library. This is like the portal that you went through the first time. However, something happens as you're going through the door. In the last moments before you're pulled into the door, you notice that one of the tiny little orbs, just like your little orb buddy, appears over here on this map. And it has a beam out in front of it, and it has a replica of the leaf that you ate. And it just like hovers along as it moves closer to the plant, and then stitches that leaf back on the plant. And that's the last thing that you see as you disappear through this portal.
Oh shit, it wasn't edible the whole time.
I will also have you note that this orb is not sparking. This orb doesn't look like it's sparking or hurt in any way, shape, or form.
Can I please stop being kicked out of the game, please?
Oh no! Okay. I just saw that happen. I watched you disappear.
Hold on, I'm coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, if I try to right-click too much, it just gets angry with me.
That is so weird. Okay. So, you will appear in a new place. You have the scent of hay in your nostrils as you come through the other side of this portal. And what you see in front of you is, for me, Puppy-Sensei, as any of my fans know, this is the worst thing ever. What you have in front of you is some kind of demonic horse creature. It is very, very large. It's standing in a pool of blood, and it's breathing fire and has, like, demon wings.
What the
This is
hell?
called a Sandpoint Devil.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And once again, as soon as you show up in this new place, it's going to charge you immediately, and we're going right into combat.
Okay. Attributes, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Oh my god, I'm not... attributes.
Okie dokie. Looks like it is going first.
Ooh.
This is going to be great. This is going to be really wonderful. I'm not terrified in the slightest. This isn't a specific nightmare that I've had multiple times.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. I am going to use... I'm going to use a spell against you. And this spell is called Phantasmal Killer. So the Sandpoint Devil has this spell. Can use it one time per day. I will cast it. You're going to have to make a DC 25 will save. So in order to do that in the chat log, you're just going to see save DC 25 will, and you'll just click that.
I just see save will.
Oh, well that's... Oh, because it's hidden. Ah, I wasn't supposed to tell you what the DC was. But that's fine. You can just click that save will. You critically succeeded. You are unaffected by my spell. This is ridiculous. Awesome. Amazing. This is gonna go great. I don't think I can get to you and attack you in the same round, so I am going to instead... What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I am just gonna move right up to you. I'll move here so that I'm ready to hit you next turn, and I'm right here in your range. So that is my whole turn. Okay. See how you do.
Okay. As I blink, in a state of what the frick.
I'll also have you. I'll have your character also at this point note that you were holding a battle axe and it's just gone. So multiple what the fricks at the moment.
Yeah. Am I able to roll any kind of checks to see like any information about this
Absolutely.
creature, like any weak points?
100%.
What would that be considered?
100%. So I think you could do easily a nature roll on this. This is kind of a creature. It's a cryptid of some kind. And so you could use your skill nature, not the attributes one, but the skill one.
Yeah.
Okay. On a 14, you have no idea what the heck you're looking at. This thing is terrifying. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Cool. When in doubt, shoot it out.
Nice. Nice.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
That's a miss.
Oh.
That's a miss. That's your first miss.
First miss. Well, you know what
Nice.
doesn't miss? Running and reloading.
Nice.
I'm gonna go way over. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna fuck off right down there. Yep.
Nice. Nice. All right, so you are reloaded. You've moved. Let's see what I want to do here. This ability has not worked fantastically for me in the past, so I don't know if I want to use Trample. I've used it a couple times on a couple different people, and I don't know that I want to do that. I have a spell that I might use. Okay, I am going to use... Uh-huh. Oh, it does. Okay, so I do get to make a hoof attack on you as you move away, which I will take that opportunity to do. That's a critical hit on you as you're walking away. So it smacks you with the hoof for 40 damage.
Jeez.
I'll have you take that damage. Just hit the damage button. Okay. With that in mind, do I want to try this? I don't think that I do. Trample is just... It hasn't worked out for me in the past, so I'm just going to move in and hit you, I think. I'm going to do an Unholy Jaws attack on you. That's a hit. I'll roll the damage. 32 damage. Wow. So that was a move, an attack. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another attack. It misses. Okay, good. That's the end of its turn. Nice. And now you're kind of cornered here as well. So you do now know that it has an attack of opportunity, so it gets the chance to smack you if you try to walk out of its range. And you are reloaded as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How big is this dude? Is he like...
So this is a large creature. So it's a scale higher than you are, which would mean that it's, you know, the size of an elephant-ish, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a Clydesdale. Big horsey. Big evil horsey.
Well, I don't... Wait, hold on.
You do have...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, you do have Titan Wrestler, which means
That's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah.
It's my last stand.
Okay.
We are... How do I do this?
Mm-hmm. So if you want to grapple it, shove it, trip it, all of these are definitely options for you. Grapple would mean that you would kind of hold it, but grapple's not going to do a whole lot of good for you with this thing because I think it's just going to slam you. But you could definitely try to push it back or trip it, which would cause it to be prone, which could be very helpful to you.
Yeah, let's trip him.
Okay.
Let's just try and trip him a little bit. What
Okay.
is that under?
So we want athletics. You're going to roll that athletics roll.
Skill or attributes?
It's just a 1 in the chat log. I know it says that it's my creature, but you can just hit the athletics button. It should show it for you.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, 26. That is a success. So I think it's going to go prone. Right. What happens when you knock a horse down?
So about that opportunity of attacking, am I free?
Oh, good question. I don't know for sure. Leave the square during
Lying on the ground.
I would think that I would still have the ability to attack you. I'm down, but that doesn't mean that I can't like flail around with my feet. So I think that I can still get my attack on you. Okay, so less likely to hit, but I still have the ability to attack you. All right, so if you were to move out of its range, I would have an attack of opportunity, less likely to hit you.
Well. In the words of the wise and those who have come before me, am I allowed to... I'm gonna take an action. I don't know if you're gonna count this as an action, but I am going to whip out my journal.
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't know if you're about to write help or Leroy Jenkins.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Let me according to Google, hit we ball. And I'm going to shoot.
Okay, perfect. All right, that is a miss.
Oh, wait, are you counting my journaling as one action?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna just do the risky reload.
Awesome.
And my god, please, to the Minotaur gods and the Minotaur before me, and to my orb buddy, and to Uni, please don't let me miss.
You hit!
Yeah!
Oh, that's amazing. Perfect.
Yippee!
Roll your damage. Amazing. I love it. All right. You hit it. I think that ends your turn. Let's see how this goes. All right, I am prone. I have to get up. I will stand up. I clamber up to my gross horse feet. And I... I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite you. Let's...
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a critical miss. He rolled a 1. Okay, he loses his turn. It's you again. This is amazing. Go. Okay.
Real quick, Sensei.
Yeah.
That is technically a named creature, so they pull hard.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Okay, so with that critical miss, because this is a named character, he has to draw from the critical miss deck. the fumble deck. And he doesn't have a choice here. Until healed, you are enfeebled 2. Wow. Okay. This is unreal.
Nobody's taking the Minotaur down today. Well, let me not say that. Let me not say that.
All right, you're physically weakened. Enfeebled always includes a value. When you're enfeebled, you take a status penalty equal to the condition of the strength-based rolls and DC, including strength-based melee and attack rolls, making it much harder for him to hit you. Wow. Okay, that's very true. That's very true. So I think he is still going to get to attack you again. He'll do a... okay, so I think he's going to continue to get his turn. Ordinarily, what I do is when I have a creature get a critical miss, I usually just end their turn right there. But because he rolled on the fumble deck, I'm going to have him go ahead and attack you again for the plus 16. No. Wow. All right, from the jaws of defeat, he rolled that 20.
Oh, no.
If he's a named creature, then if with a nat 20 he can, he does a foot smash, which is pretty valid. He was doing a hoof strike anyway. He smashes your foot. You are flat-footed until the beginning of your next turn. I'm sorry, the end of your next turn. That's not going to matter all that much, because it's just going to miss out. But he will do damage to you. I want to see if this is enough to reduce you below 1. It is. Okay. So what's going to happen here? You're going to take this damage. It's enough to kill you, but you'll use all of your hero points, and you come back with 1 HP. All right,
okay.
This is your last gasp moment, and it is your turn.
Well,
okay.
All right, we're out of the hero points. I'm just going to erase that.
Okay.
Well, oh shit, do I have to reload?
Yes, because the last thing that you did was you used your risky reload, which would have been to reload and then attack.
All right, well, reload, that's 1.
Okay.
I got 1 shot. I you know what? If there's one thing that I'm not doing, it's dying like a bitch. We roll.
Nice. That's a hit. That's a hit. Great.
Roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Spirit energy.
Okay. Takes a little bit of damage. Awesome. 1 action left. What
You know,
would
we
you
just
like
gotta.
to do?
We know we just gotta do it to him.
The horns.
The horns.
Give him the horns.
Oh,
It's a miss. Oh no. I will take my turn. Take my time. It's going to do a cursed breath. It breathes a cone of flame that's going to deal 6d10 plus 2 fire damage on a DC. Well, I don't have to tell you. It's a reflex saving throw. So you're just gonna hit that reflex button down there.
Oh, I forgot I have to roll. I have my eyes closed.
Okay, so good news, bad news. You succeeded, but on a
At what
success, on a success, you take half the damage. So the damage here is definitely enough to kill you. It's 29 damage, but that is enough to catch you on fire and immolate you.
Fuck it, Weeble!
This wonderful Minotaur, oh my gosh, so wholesome. Defeated by my nightmare. What a battle. What a battle.
What a valiant effort. Imagine smashing through 2 rounds of combat just to get humbled by a dang horse.
Kind of perfect. But you were amazing. You were absolutely wonderful. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm so happy.
And if
I'm
you
so happy.
ever have somebody accidentally back out last second, you can just pick me up and say, all right, get back in there.
Yay!
New character.
Yay!
Go for it.
We are, after season 1, we're going to be inviting people back again to do additional character roles. So yeah, we would love to have you back because you are absolutely wonderful.
Yay!
Yay! Actually, there's something that I've been thinking about for a while now. Because in a previous episode we had a pair, we had 2 people show up. I've been thinking, how cool would it be at some point to just have like a bunch of people from Be Kind do this all together in one go.
Yes.
I think that'd be really,
yes.
really neat. So yeah, we'll think about that. We'll think about that for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So we made a lot of references and comments tonight, and I just want to tell everybody at home, this is actually Star Wars Day. It's May the 4th, which is why there was probably a lot of Star Wars talk in this episode. But I don't want everybody to be like, why are they only talking about Star Wars? But this was so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
So here at the end of the episode, I want to give you the opportunity to talk a little bit more about yourself and what you do and what kind of projects you might have on the horizon.
Oh, goodness. Right now, I just came back from hiatus, so I'm just slowly trying to get myself back into the groove of things. You know, sometimes you look at yourself and you go, my hobby's not really fun anymore. So you have to take a break, remember why you love what you do, and something that I'm going to try going forward is taking one stream and doing either drawing or painting. So those will be like on Saturday mornings. I just kind of unwind after a rough work week, and I might draw, I might paint, who knows?
I love that.
I don't really know.
Do you do canvas painting, or do you do like digital type painting?
So I used to do a lot of canvas painting, and I would actually like gift them to people like for Christmas and stuff. So I'd like to go back to doing that, just paint on little canvases, and then, you know, if I ever wind up meeting somebody in person, be like, hey, I made a painting of you. Do you want it? Because it's sitting in my room.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Would you set that up as a stream? I've always been really interested in that because I'm a canvas painter. I love painting. It's not something that I do a lot. You know, ever since I had all of those 8 surgeries in 2 years, for 2 years I couldn't stand, and then for a year after I had to teach myself to walk. And for me, I know not everybody's like this, but for me, canvas painting with like acrylics or with oil paints, that's something that I want to do standing up. It's just like my process. And so I really want to get back into it. And I've always been thinking about, how would I stream that? Is that something that you've thought about?
Not particularly, just because the way that my room and my desk is set up, I would be too afraid that like a reflection would show up and I'd scare everybody away. But I have a standing desk, so it wouldn't be a lot of issue for me to just raise it up and put like an easel on my desk, and I would just paint on Irium and just talk while I do it.
That's wonderful. I love that.
Yeah. Because originally I wanted to do makeup content and do like the live cams of like applying makeup to like a mannequin face. But again, same problem is I have a lot of things that reflect, and I'm too paranoid. Then we're not doing that. No. Maybe one day. I used to try to do it on Vroid, but it's a little difficult doing it digitally compared to like just by hand.
Yeah, that's completely valid. But I think that's cool. So keep me informed, because I also love painting. It's like my passion that I can't do, my hobby that I really wish I could get back into.
Yeah. I haven't done it in a couple of years. I've just been moving so much, so it's like anytime I get settled in, it's like, oh, time to move. Yeah.
I have one piece that I really, really love. I have it hanging up in my living room. And basically what I did is I took a old spray bottle, like Windex kind of spray bottle, and I put oil paints in it with linseed oil and sprayed it all over the canvas, and then let the oil just kind of drip down, and it kind of created like a wood pattern in the end. It looks really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to set up like a wine and paint, but do it virtually.
That'd be so cool. That would be so cool.
But we could take a bunch of V-Kind members, and if I have to mail them a canvas, I will, and then we can all paint to a Bob Ross painting. Because this is something that I have done on stream before, is I downloaded audio of a Bob Ross video, and then without looking at anything, I just tried to paint as best as I could.
That's beautiful. I love that. Such a good idea.
And it was good because I did it on Irium, so, you know, everybody could just hear the audio but couldn't see. So I had a few chatters who actually did the painting with me, and then they would post it on Twitter.
Oh, that's so neat. That's so
right?
neat.
So yeah, that's my future projects in the work. Is I want to go back to doing artsy stuff.
Awesome. I always want to be on more of your streams, but you stream early in the morning, and that's when I'm working.
Hey, it's safe in the morning. I'm never leaving.
Yeah, valid. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you again. You were a wonderful guest. You're always so wonderful to work with. We need to do more collabs together because I always have so much fun with you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yippee.
Yay.
All the collabs.
Absolutely. Well, I guess we will probably call it here. For everybody at home, thank you for watching. Always really, really excited to put out more of these. I absolutely love this series. It's my little passion project, and I love getting to work with my friends and also spotlight people and enjoy Pathfinder and teach people how to play Pathfinder. So thank you. Yeah, I guess I just want to say I hope everybody has a really, really, really wonderful day. Watch out for scary, horrible demon horses.
Yeah. Screw those horses. I don't like them.
Yeah, same. All right. Well, until I see you again, matane.
Matane.